to talk to you guys about 7 mistakes that I did as a beginner freelance designer and why in this journey of me starting over, I will not be repeating any of these mistakes ever again. The first mistakes that I did was trusting people to send me deposits at the beginning of every project. I literally met clients sometimes who would say, do not worry about the money, just start working on the project and then I will make sure to send you. And they never did. After sending drafts, they never came back to me. They did what they did best, which is to ghost. That's how I had to learn the hard way that it is important for you to state in your contracts that you start any project with 50% deposit and then send the rest of the files, including the final drafts, once they've paid the remainder of whatever it is that they owe. Talking about contracts, it's not even having the necessary documentation to send your clients in the onboarding process. Having your rate cards ready, your invoices, your proposal documents ready, just the necessary documents that you would then have to send to your client so that they understand whatever it is that you offer, how it is that you guys will work together. So when they do ask for your prices and all of that, you already have a working document that you can send to your client. Depending on what your client needs, you would have to then cater the pricing to whatever your client's needs are. But you need to make sure that you have those documents in place. Moving on to pricing, I want to talk about the softwares that we use as designers and just resources that we use as designers that can be very pricey. One thing that I did as a beginner freelancer was to invest too early into certain things, whereas I was not making as much money that actually allowed me to afford some of the resources. What I saw is that I would rather save up money and then pay for yearly plans or one-time subscriptions for some of those, like your DaVinci, for instance. You can use CapCut, paying a yearly plan if you're a CapCut creator instead of paying it monthly, because that can be very costly, right? So just be realistic with the prices and the amount that you're making in the beginning and invest in things that you can only afford. That's what I had to learn that the hard way. There's times where I couldn't even pay Adobe and it was just really rough. It is better for you to make sure that the resources that you use, you can actually afford. Committing to unrealistic deadlines. We know how some projects can really take unnecessary time because of revisions, right? I think I'm going to tie this two in together. Be honest with yourself as to how long would a certain project take you, and then take it from there. That's why working on passion projects and working on certain briefs, it helps you to calculate how long it actually takes you to finish one project, so that you know that when you do get clients, you have an estimate as to, okay, normally this will take me this long, or for a project like this, it should take this long. Some projects take 2 to 4 weeks, others take 2 to 7 days. So you need to be realistic with yourself as to how long will it take you to finish certain projects. I think that is very important. Now, going into the revisions, that's another thing that you should stipulate very clearly in your contracts, depending on how you are going to kind of price your services. Product package based works best for me personally. I'd have a certain package and then say, for this package, this is how much I'm charging and these are the revisions. So I keep my revisions pretty standard to 3 revisions per package. Revisions can be like an unending cycle if you don't really put certain boundaries around that particular thing. Having a certain amount of revisions in the package is going to help you, and then once they exceed that, that's when you can start pricing or start charging for the revisions, because it is taking time. Sometimes we can overwhelm ourselves with too much and too many jobs. We end up feeling pressurized, working under pressure, and not really producing great value for our clients. So you also need to be very realistic with regards to how many projects can you actually take per month. Take the amount of jobs that are necessary to meet your monthly goals when it comes to the finances for your business and for your personal life. Make sure that you do not overwhelm yourself with way too many jobs that you end up delivering things late, not giving value to your clients, and in that way you're now ruining really great relationships. relationships, because there are some clients that are honestly so great, guys, and those are not relationships that you just want to add like a dent like that to them. If you guys have reached this stage of this video, please do engage with this video, ask me questions, subscribe if this is the type of content that you would like to see. Let me know what you guys think, what your guys' thoughts are with regards to everything that I've spoken of to this point. What are some of your experiences when it comes to pricing, working with clients, or any maybe tips that you have? Share those down below. We would like to know what those are as we grow together. And then the last thing that I would just like to talk to you guys about is not going towards your personal branding. Is, I think the most important thing is to really just grow towards your personal branding. I actually heard something interesting today of this other girl that was just speaking about niching down, that she does not necessarily have a niche. She really wants to cater to what her clients want. She doesn't want to impose her style on her clients. Not having a niche kind of gives her like a platform to always be challenged when working on different briefs. I think for me, I'm going to niche down in terms of who I want to serve, but not necessarily in terms of my style, because I totally agree with that girl. As a designer, it kind of helps me to not only build a versatile portfolio, but then I think versatility will be in the fact that I know how to interpret different personalities and different identities. I can work with different identities, but then I'm not working when it comes to who I serve. I don't know, like that would be the niche for me. But again, each brand and each client comes with their own identity. I think it's a great thing to work on different type of briefs, because it is a great challenge, and that's how you kind of develop your skills as well as a designer. I don't want to impose my style on any brief or any client that I get, but I want to work hand in hand with the client in really creating a set apart brand and visual identity for them that will really speak to who they are and how they want to be recognized in their specific industries, and also creating memorable visual identities. Guys, this is where this video is going to end. I'll see you guys. Cheers.